Hey there, comic book friends, I'm Travis, and this is another edition of What the Fugue, where I talk about what's going on with me in my week of comics. Except it's been like, 2 weeks at least since I've done a What the Fugue. I have been pretty overwhelmed this holiday season, it seems. Between my work, which has changed since the last year, and years in the past during this holiday season, I'm more involved in the day-to-day business. So that's kept me a lot busier. As my kids have gotten older, they're more involved in more holiday type things, which has kept me very busy keeping up with all of them too. So that's my excuse for not so much What the Fugue. That's my excuse for not much in the way of No Capes and Monster Comics reviews and anything else that I might have wanted to do. That's my excuse for not really getting back to people when people have messaged me or made comments on my videos and that sort of thing. Really apologize for that. Really going to try and get better. It's on my list of things to do going into the next year, is to concentrate on that sort of stuff. So I'm more participatory further on that type of thing. What's going on with me? Let's see what else is going on with me in the world of YouTube. Just subscribed to a whole ton more of people that I guess I didn't really know existed. So I'm looking forward to checking out their channels and seeing more what they have to say. It seems that the European crew that's out there is getting bigger and bigger, which is awesome. Hoping to take in some more of those videos and maybe if I'm lucky participate in some of their stuff that they have going on and vice versa. Get some of them if we can work out time frames. Would like to do that. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so hopefully I'll get back on track with videos. I'm hoping to start next week that'll be the case. After I'm done filming this, I'm actually going to be doing some more the last 2 weeks. I mean, the last two weeks worth of No Capes and Monster Comics reviews. I don't think I'm going to do the fast ones like I did the last time. Probably more people enjoyed that because it didn't take as long to talk about books, but I feel like actually talking about the books. So go on with that. Of course, this Friday will be a comic book roundtable. Looking forward to that. Always looking forward to chatting with other people about comic books. I've been on quite a few shows, it seems like, here lately. Sarah Smash hosts a show called Gotham Girls. Of course, you know, I get to be on that because I'm a girl. That's awesome. I appreciate the fact that she invites us all and whatnot. Had fun the last couple of weeks doing that. That's been pretty cool. But yeah, things are looking good in the world of YouTube, I think. Like I said, once I can get caught up and get back on track to doing weekly stuff, or maybe people don't miss it. I don't know. I miss doing it though. I missed actually, you know, sitting down and really talking about books and stuff as far as that goes. So I will be catching up on that. As far as books and things go, of course, the news rolling out today as of December 12th, 2013. We have heard that Animal Man is coming to a close. Jeff Lemire is going to stop writing it, and it seems that DC Comics isn't going to continue on with the series if Jeff Lemire isn't writing it. I have my suspicions now about why the current storyline is going the direction it's going. The cynical person in me could say, you know, last married DC superhero will now be taken care of because he won't have a book. They're going to move him into Lemire's Justice League of Canada, I'm sure. Makes a certain amount of sense, so at least we don't completely lose Animal Man. The character will be around. He won't just have disappeared. He just won't have his own solo book, which I think is unfortunate because I think that's the interesting part of the book, really, is his interplay relationship with his children and his wife. So we'll see what that ends up being. That's closing. The rumor mill sites say that Batman the Dark Knight is going to be canceled. Not just that the writer's quitting, but that they're canceling it. I know some people are shocked and surprised. Oh my God, they're getting rid of a Bat title, but that's always been an incredibly weak Bat title. I don't even know anybody who actually picks it up. I know people used to pick it up, but I haven't heard anybody talk about that book in quite some time. So no surprise there. You know, people are like, oh my gosh, it's a Batman title, we're canceling it, how could that be? It's not like they're not replacing it with other stuff. I mean, they've got that weekly Batman book that's coming up, so it's not like there's going to be lack of Batman-ish or Batman family or Gotham-esque type thing. So no really worry there that suddenly the Batman franchise is going to be weaker because it has one less book. I mean, who are we kidding, right? So yeah, kind of bummed about that. I like Animal Man. I've really been enjoying the book. I think I'm going to look back on the series and think, wow, they wasted, you know, the 5 or 6 issues too long in Rot World when they could have been telling us really cool and interesting Animal Man stories like we're kind of getting now. So we'll see. We'll see what new stuff. I mean, the upside is with this stuff going away is they're going to replace it with something because DC is insisting on keeping up with their 52 titles. So I would guess we're going to see some new stuff coming up, and then that could be cool. I mean, that's an opportunity for something completely new, you know, to come up. We can be hopeful and think it's Doom Patrol or, you know, something like that, and get something, you know, that might be cool. That might be the next really great thing. So, like I said, not going to get too upset over that yet. I mean, it's, like I said, unfortunate that it's coming to an end, but it's coming to an end on its own terms. I mean, if Jeff Lemire is done writing it and it's not, sales aren't good enough for it to continue on, better that he gets to write an ending and actually just be done with it. That's cool if that's the case. So, yeah. What else is going on? I can't think of anything else that's really going on. I'm still massively behind on putting my my comic books away. You know, you'll remember, I don't know, what was it, 6 months ago? I had that video where I had my comic books all spread out. I only got part of them put away. I'm only halfway through moving my comics around to make room for the comics that I have. Probably got to buy more boxes. I'm hoping to have that done by the end of the year because I'm going to arrange my comics differently going into the next year. I'm sure I will be asked and will participate in a best of the year comics podcasts and hangouts and that sort of thing, which is awesome. I find them daunting sometimes because it's hard to remember what all came out and stuff. So I think going forward next year, I know some other people do this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a box that's just of 2014 comics. And then at the end of the year, I will take my 2014 comics and move them into the rest of my collection. Now, that may cause me a lot of work all at one time as far as that goes. But I think I'll have an interesting time going back and just having a retrospective of looking at what happened in my world of comics for the year, and being able to look at it in that sense and get a better picture of it. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's, you know, obviously me looking way into the future because I wouldn't even be looking at that as a retrospective until the end of 2014, you know, this time next year. So yeah, I feel my nose tickling like I'm going to sneeze. So don't mind me as I play with my nose. Okay, I think I'm fine. Anyway, I guess I'm not going to just keep yammering. Look forward to catching people at the Comic Book Roundtable. I'll talk more on the Comic Book Roundtable about the Comic Book Roundtable. Not that anything's going anywhere with it, whatnot, but I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm really going to do it. We're going to pay closer attention to the comments. If people are willing to sit through a couple hours of us talking about comics, then or whatever, then I want them to be able to participate if you can. You know, if you're not going to be on the actual video with us. As far as the whole length of the show and whatnot, yeah, it's really long. Most of the hangouts I seem to be on are really long. And I get the idea of a nice, smooth, produced, you know, half-hour show or an hour show or whatever. But that's not us. I don't think that's going to be us. And really what it comes down to is I see the Comic Book Roundtable and most other hangouts that I'm on. It's me and some of my comic book friends. We're all gathered together and we're talking about comics, new, old, whatever it is that we happen to be talking about. We're talking about comics and we're airing it on YouTube so other people can participate, join in, or listen to us if they want to. These are all conversations that more than likely I would have anyway. Even if there wasn't a way to broadcast this live, I would probably on Friday night or whatever, I would probably send message out to my friends and say, hey, you want to get together and talk comics, talk about comics. We keep it somewhat organized, so we don't miss anything as far as, doing how we do the DC and then the Marvel books and then the, independent stuff or whatever. Just so we kind of all get a touch base on the stuff we want to touch base on in some organized fashion. But, but like I said, it's some show, and a lot of it is just us just hanging out and shooting the breeze, because that's what we want to do. I think that's how everybody else sees it too. I mean, if someone sees it differently than that, let me know if there should be some other vision as to how that is. But that's how I see it. I see it as just being a good time, us getting together and talking comics, because I love to talk comics. I love to hear other people's opinions about books and whatnot. And obviously, from the lengths of most of those videos, we can go on for a pretty long time, just chatting about whatever. And there are plenty of times that after we turn the show off, we're there for another hour or whatever talking about whatever. So, like I said, I've gotten a few messages from people saying that they're awfully long. I don't see a way for us to trim it down without it becoming more work and more of a polished show. And I don't know that that's what we're about, is doing a polished show. I think we're more about wanting to just talk about whatever it is we want to discuss at the time. So that's what we'll continue with, unless I get feedback from enough people or the participants that hang out with me most of the time, and say that's not what they want to do. So yeah, I may send out some invites to some other people this week. So if you accept, awesome. Be prepared to talk comics or listen to us talk comics or whatever. And I will see you later on in the weekend. Bye.